Welcome back to the Teahupo'o Teahupo'o presented by Hurley as we fly high above the channel and the flotilla here at Teahupo'o, and we're into another round, another heat in the seeding round. Italo, Ferreira, Sebastian, Zietz, and the local boy, the pride of Teahupo'o, Kauli, Vaast, the teenagers out there, chance to make a big name for himself.
You know, it's a tricky place as a competitor.
Ferreira pulls into the barrel, streaks through there, and almost comes out. You can see him through that lip as he almost came through that glowing yellow jersey.
Barrels are going to be extremely technical today just because it's a little smaller and there's some chandeliers, a lot of negotiating.
And Kauli Vaast just up and out, and now he's going to try to race Italo Ferreira back into the takeoff zone to establish priority over Ferreira. Here's a little paddle battle, Ross.
Dropped it on Instagram this morning, and a bit of a work in progress, and amazing to see both of them come over for the Hobgood Heat. Two surfers that are just absolutely incredible out here and have, you know, a lot of ways set the bar for what you can do in the tube. Totally. I mean, those guys were learning along with us. You know, we had it. We had water safety at the time, but it wasn't where it is these days. We have an incredible team. The local Tahitians just get better and better. That level of safety, it'd be a whole lot different ball game out there.
Yeah, we had a brief vision of the boys out there in the channel just ready. And there you go, all the eyes on our competitors.
Fortunate to be able to come here and watch from the channel. We'll also attest to that.
Here we go, the wild card, the trials winner, Kauli Vaast. Oh, and mistimes that off the top there, so missed opportunity for the young Tahitian. Yeah, we want to finish with the best as we look to Italo Ferreira taking off under the lip, in the barrel, travels through there, no problem for Ferreira, comes out beautiful down carve to follow up, to combo up that score. So deep technical barrel riding, getting a couple maneuvers here for combination of maneuvers, and that should be a good score, Ross.
Absolutely, that's going to be one of the best scores we've seen so far today. Really a technical drop, took off right underneath the lip. So hard to do, and got a deep proper little barrel. And then as Italo, as we expect for him, you know, nailed a couple of serious moves to boot, just to add to the score. So that already, in my opinion, you know, you're looking at least, you know, 6 points just for the barrel. And then this is what Italo does so well, tags the lip. A lot of people maybe would have kicked out, said I'm good, I already got a barrel. But Italo adding to his score line by committing to a pretty serious section. And that section right here on the inside, so bone dry shallow, and the judges will love that.
I love how he took off. He really only got to his feet as the barrel was pretty much over him. So he's incredible out there. I think he's one to watch. Even when it's bigger, he charges and just shows his technical skill. You know, on his forehand, he's got that ability to really push it to the last second to be able to take off and maximize the tube time.
Great reflexes. You know, nothing was planned. He just responded. He saw this wave. He got to it as quick as he could. As you mentioned, barely got to his feet as the lip was going over his head. So he's just a very twitchy, fast surfer, and it helped him that time.
This happened while we were waiting for the scores. This is Kauli Vaast.
You'd have to say probably a little bit of local knowledge there coming into play. Kauli Vaast, pretty smart, I think.
Sebastian Zietz, and that wave looked like it had no exit from that barrel. So Sebastian uses his priority on a wave that's not really going to help him.
It's the one the Hobgoods always love so much as well. It's really, it does offer a crazy tube.
Ferreira back in the barrel, fighting his way for the exit, but just gets caught up in the lip. Looked like he was on his way out. High above the Teahupo'o Teahupo'o, presented by Hurley. Italo Ferreira out in the lead in this heat, and Italo, actually Kauli Vaast on that second wave, Italo on the first wave. Kauli, our local wild card and trials winner, now showing some game. Combination of maneuvers, in and out of the barrel. That's going to be a great score for Kauli Vaast, Ross.
Absolutely. You know, he's sending a signal to Sebastian Zietz right there. You know, Italo comfortably in the lead, but Seabass doesn't have a score to talk about yet. So that's a little bit of a gauntlet thrown right there at the young Hawaiian.
He sure is. And we saw this kid coming in our Hawaii Tahiti Nui region for our Pro Junior. We've seen him come to Hawaii as well as compete here in home waters on the Pro Junior level. But here he is on the CT level, and he's making the most of it.
Nice cutback, and then not afraid to finish this wave off on the inside too. Adding just a little bit with that snap on the reef. Looking comfortable.
Yeah, it's a decent score for sure. He really, you know, he had priority, so he waited and put himself in the right spot. That's what you got to do. If you've got priority, you really want to pick the right wave and make the most of it. We saw Sebastian, you know, maybe not doing that on his previous ride, but Kauli taking to that inside section, and I think he's going to end up with a score that'll have him in second place pretty easily.
Thanks for the check-in. View from the channel here with Italo Ferreira dropping in. Little release on that turn off the top for Ferreira. Cut back here. Tapered wall for Italo. Staying busy. Bone dry reef there. He decides to kick out, looking to better his 1.3 that he has as a backup score.
See, he was clearly going to make that tube, and, you know, that was well done.
This is a 2.83, Ross, so this is the backup for Ferreira.
Yeah, it's a... this wave has a lot of shoulder on it, so no real committed maneuvers, but you know, he did a couple nice snaps. Watch the fins, just gets a little bit of release right here, so that's that extra energy that Italo is famous for. You're not going through the motions, really exerting a little more power into that snap, and that's really where the 2.8 points came from. So he's still competing, very switched on.
And put himself in a good position.
The elimination round where the penalty of a 33rd hangs there. Here we go with Italo Ferreira in the barrel, and no exit for Ferreira.
I just love how in touch the culture is here with Mother Nature. You know, it's not about just sitting on your phone all day. People are singing, laughing, kids are playing in the water.
Italo Ferreira going to turns right here and doing what he does, that quick twitch muscles that he has, quick reaction time, couple of turns there, looking to better his 2.83 and further the distance from Kauli Vaast and Sebastian Zietz. Real story though, out in the water in the purple jersey, Sebastian Zietz has priority. He needs a 6.44 to avoid the elimination round, and he's got a minute to do so.
Forced to do so for the last 10, 15 minutes. And this is what makes Italo so dangerous. That move right there, you know, we're at Teahupo'o, and he's just manufacturing scores, Kieran.
That was incredible. I mean, he got his 2.83, so I think he realized he could probably unleash a little more on this wave. And taking it to those sections is what you've got to do. If you're not going to get a tube, you have to hit that hard. He's done that. I can see him improving.
And it is official. Italo Ferreira, along with the local boy, the wild card, Kauli Vaast, moving on into the round of 32. Sebastian Zietz going to be in that elimination round when we roll into that round number 2 elimination round.